can we do it? How do two people become catalysts for one another's evolution without becoming each other's authority? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. I want to talk to y'all tonight. Can someone help you grow without trying to control who you become in the process? Are they trying to guide your growth to serve their lack of evolution? 1-800-920-1580. And I brought along a friend of mine, longtime friend of mine, and I want to introduce you guys to him. This is the first time he's been on KBLA Talk 1580, but he's been on some of my other shows. This is a high-level coach here. His name is Doc Barham. He's coached people in the NBA, his clients all over the place. NCAA, college students, pros, NASCAR, Concord Music, World Series Poker, Country Music Association, Playboy. He's coached all kind of folk. Oprah Winfrey Network owned. Warner Music Group. He was trained at the Institute of Heart Math, Hypnotherapy Training Institute, Hypnotherapy Training Institute, NLP Marin, Monroe Institute, International Reiki Healing Association, Center for Neuroacoustic Research, EEG Institute, International Academy of, I love this one, Holodynamics. It's my homeboy, Doc Barham. Doc, get in here. Say hello to the folks.
Hello, everybody. Zoe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. I can hear you. We're talking about accountability. Why is it so difficult for partners to hold each other accountable without trying to take some level of control over them? Well, why is it so difficult? Is it difficult? What are some key steps that we can take to actually support our partner's growth and pull them into accountability without shaming them? Talk to me.
Well, I guess I would say that when I was a kid, I found that when my father and my mother were most supportive of me in a loving way, a non-judgmental way, I responded best. When I experienced harsh criticism that was judgmental, I found that I tended to, what's the word I'm looking for? Retreat or retract.
Yeah.
Or become triggered. But over the years, I've learned that when I experience that, to try to be able to sit with stillness and equanimity, to become calm and quiet if that happens, and to try to respond to the person who I'm in dialogue with thoughtful questioning, and to try to get to what are they really trying to say, let's say, behind the acrimony.
Oh, that's big. Wait a minute, Doc. That's big. I need you to peel the layers back on thoughtful questioning. Is that like the same as walking on eggshells, or how does that differ? Talk to me.
I don't think of it as walking on eggshells. I think of it as if you can be mindful of your own self, meaning how you feel and what you're thinking at the moment, be present to you, then if you do get triggered emotionally, let's say that you're in some sort of a situation where someone is, how do I say this? You have an agreement with your partner to be supportive of one another. You then are not being responsible for the things that you say that you would do. You're not living up to your agreements. And so your partner decides to speak to you about that. And so they try to hold you accountable. And if they say something that triggers you, it's wise for you to sit quietly, take a pause, relax, be present to how you're feeling. And as you do that, respond intelligently and sensitively, as opposed to reacting in an overly emotional way that may not be considered as mature and developed.
Wow.
So I don't know how eloquently I just said that, but it says be present to yourself and notice if you are getting triggered as opposed to allowing a triggered emotion to take you over and control your thinking and your reactions and end up saying and doing things that you might regret later on.
Hey, stay right there. Don't go anywhere, Doc. Doc's on fire. The voice of reason. I'm going to keep it up. The accountability theme when we come forward. More from this intellectual bonfire. Let's get it.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
As we go a little something like this.
Talkers Magazine has spoken. Out of every talk radio host in America, Tavis Smiley ranks number 14 on the Heavy 100 list. One of the top 15 most important voices in the nation, right here on KBLA Talk 1580. Unapologetically progressive, unapologetically powerful. Tune in weekdays on the 9s, 9 a.m. to noon or 9 p.m. to midnight. This is your station. This is your voice.
Let's get it on.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is connecting you with services and solutions. Domestic violence and family violence is when someone in an intimate or family relationship tries to gain or maintain power and control over another through a wide range of abusive behaviors. Every single act may amount to abuse. Abuse can take on various forms: psychological and emotional, physical and economic, and sexual abuse. The Genesee Center Incorporated is a nationally recognized nonprofit domestic violence prevention and intervention organization, housing women and children from 30 days up to 2 years through emergency and transitional shelters. The Genesee Center also provides support services like mental health counseling, life skills classes, computer training, job referrals, after-school programs for children, field trips, tutoring, and comprehensive direct legal services. If you need help or you'd like to donate or volunteer, call the Genesee Hotline, 1-800-479-7328. That's 1-800-479-7328, or visit genesee.org. Everyone has the right to be safe. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Fridays just got better. What's up? I'm Amanda Seals, and this is your invitation to come and sit with me. Yes, get seated as I do my thing on KBLA Talk 1580. We're talking noon to 2 p.m., then back again 4 to 6 p.m. Same day, same station. Bring your opinions, because you know I'm going to have mine. Bring your questions, because you know I got answers. And bring yourself, because, baby, we want you to be authentic at all times. Fridays on KBLA Talk 1580, I'll be waiting. Join me.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street, but not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A sonorous disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the
It can seem very confusing why certain long-term relationships survive and some don't. It can, from afar, look as if it's the most cruel and alarming sort of lottery. Trying to explain love to a child or a visitor from another planet promises to be a perplexing matter indeed. All couples on their wedding day are united in wanting to make things work. Then, for reasons beyond anyone's comprehension, some of them simply seem to dissolve, and others don't. To remove some of the terrifying element of apparent chance, and encourage us to work on the right aspects of our own couples, it may be helpful to become deliberately reductive about the real reasons why breakups occur. We need, in this regard, first to discount certain causes that gain far too much airtime relative to their actual likelihoods. Of course, sometimes people break up because one party wants a younger partner, or because they want better sex, or because they are seeking a more exciting companion, or because their hobbies or political views have drifted apart, or because things have, somehow, grown stale. But let's quickly try to reduce the role we give to such explanatory factors. Given the costs of breakups, given the massive investments that people make in being together, given the chaos generated if there are children, one can assert with a high degree of confidence that almost no one ever splits up for such familiar reasons. The real reason lies elsewhere. The real reason for breakup lies in one or both spouses' sense that they have not been heard, that something very important to them has been disregarded, that their point of view has not, at a fundamental level, been acknowledged and honoured. It doesn't matter what the subject of this non-hearing happens to be. It could be that they haven't been heard about their views on money, or on the way the children are being brought up, or on how their weekends should be managed, or on how intimacy occurs or doesn't occur. It's feeling unheard for our differences that is unbearable. It's never the presence of differences per se. We don't break up because a partner doesn't agree with us. We could stand not getting what we want. We could stand a partner who votes another way than we do, or who is no longer as young as they once were, or who has annoying friends, or different tastes in holidays. What we can't stand is someone who blocks us when we try to articulate how troublesome we find these areas of divergence. When our unique...
Who is that, Andy? We got clips from all over the country. People talk. I got my guest on the line, Doc Barham, one of the greatest coaches in the game, personal coach. You know, I like to bring on different voices, right? A variety of voices to, build on the topics that we present here on The Voice of Reason. Tonight's conversation is about accountability. That video was talking about early childhood experiences as well. Even Doc talked about it. But what I'd like to do is ask Doc a couple of questions. Doc, are you ready?
I'm ready, Zoe.
All right.
Ask away.
So listen, we're up against the clock. So I'm going to ask the question. Then we're going to go to break. And then I want you to think about the question. And then when we come full circle, you're going to give me your answer, right?
All right.
All right, here's the question. At what point does helping your partner improve become an attempt to redesign who they are? I want you to think about that. And when we come forward, my brother Doc Barham is going to give us the answer. Let's get it.
on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Black Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is brushing aside concerns over the sudden departure of acting Chief Financial Officer Steve Maher.
People move on all the time, but here's the thing that's most steady. I'm still here.
Critics say the timing raises questions after a mid-year budget update showed financial challenges for the city. Maher's exit also comes ahead of fall budget negotiations and an investor conference in Chicago next month. High blood pressure during pregnancy has jumped 55% in Tennessee over the past 8 years. Health officials say gestational hypertension now affects nearly 1 in 11 births and is a leading cause of maternal death among black mothers. And Ohio Governor Mike DeWine says there are no plans for an immigration enforcement surge following the expiration of temporary protected status for Haitians. He opposes deporting Haitians living in Ohio but says the state will follow federal law. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393.
Every day on KBLA Talk 1580, it's like a live town hall meeting over the airwaves. Politics, culture, community, justice, nothing is off the table. We take more listener calls, spark more honest conversations, and challenge more assumptions than any talk station in Southern California. Because good ideas matter more than ideology. KBLA Talk 1580, your station, your voice, your city. Listen live at KBLA 1580 AM on our free KBLA 1580 app or on our website at KBLA1580.com.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for voting rights. The midterm election campaign season is here now. The 2028 presidential election is right around the corner. When We All Vote is a leading national nonpartisan initiative on a mission to change the culture around voting and to increase participation in each and every election by helping to close the race and age gap. Created by Michelle Obama, When We All Vote brings together individuals, institutions, brands, and organizations to register new voters across the country and advance civic education for the entire family and voters of every age to build an informed and engaged electorate for today and generations to come. When We All Vote empowers their supporters and volunteers to take action through voting, advocating for their rights, and holding their elected officials accountable. It's all in for 2026 and 2028. Please visit whenweallvote.org to stand up for your rights, voting rights. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
It's never too early to start talking about money in realistic ways with your kids. JP Morgan Chase navigates how to educate your kids now about creating long-lasting, healthy money habits. Whether your kids are in elementary school, high school, or college, now is a great time to start a conversation about ways to create healthy money habits as they grow, ultimately benefiting their financial future. Talking about money in a realistic way to support your kids' lifestyle and dreams, your first banking account geared towards high school or college. It's never too early. Explaining the basics, what you earn and what you spend, building financial confidence starts with getting organized. Learning and practicing vital money skills now will stay with them for life. Tools they will have to stay on top of their finances and achieve their goals. This segment is sponsored by JP Morgan Chase.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Tired of being locked out of job opportunities and shut down by systemic racism? KBLA Talk 1580 stands with you in fighting for the rights of black workers, and we don't black down. The Los Angeles Black Workers Center is a dynamic alliance of workers, organized labor, community-based organizations, clergy, students, and scholars working collectively to improve the position of the black working class. The LA Black Workers Center takes a comprehensive approach to addressing the black jobs crisis. Their programs promote access to quality jobs, raise racial equity in hiring and retention, discrimination-free job sites, and they prepare black workers for employment in high-wage career track jobs. The LA Black Worker Center supports workers who need help protecting their rights on the job. They give workers access to quality jobs and remove systemic barriers to employment. And they are advocating for a fair deal for black workers in the new Los Angeles City Charter. To sign up for free career readiness training, get involved in organizing, or learn about union apprenticeship programs and trade registries, please visit lablackworkercenter.org. That's lablackworkercenter.org. Together, we can beat the black jobs crisis and build a more equitable Los Angeles. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Let's do this.
Every vote matters. Every voice counts. And between now and November, the decisions made in Washington, Sacramento, and here at home in Los Angeles will shape the future of your family and your community. Don't leave it to chance, and don't leave it to guesswork. KBLA Talk 1580 is your source for the political conversations that matter most. Real talk, real insight, right here. KBLA Talk 1580, the place for politics.
You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ruling the way that I move, and I breathe your air. You only can rescue me. This is my prayer. If you are mine, if you are mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven. I cherish the day. I won't go astray. I won't be afraid.
Good day, everyone. Trust. A small word, easy to spell, but it carries the weight of mountains. It builds relationships, teams, families, and communities. And yet, when broken, it can crumble even the strongest foundations. Let's talk about trust, what it is, how it works, and how we can cultivate it. Trust begins with boundaries. They are the invisible lines that define where one person ends and another begins. When we honor boundaries, we create a space for mutual respect and understanding to flourish. Boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about letting people in safely and on terms that nurture both sides. Without boundaries,
Like we gotta throw away the old ideas. Intimacy, that's like intimate TSA. Boundaries. Oh, don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry. Don't get mad. I know at a certain level of consciousness, boundaries are important. But if we're not using relationship as a metaphysical, spiritual rocket ship to abandon survival consciousness, then we're misusing intimacy. Tonight's topic is a doozy, and I got my good friend on the line. He's going to be answering some questions. We're talking about accountability. We want the city to be accountable. We want the people we vote into office to be accountable, while we're unaccountable to ourselves and to our partners. How does that incongruence works, right? I'm interested to know. Doc Barham is on the line. Doc.
Yes, Zoe.
You got my question, right? Are you ready?
Yes, I do.
So let me restate the question. At what point does helping your partner improve become an attempt to redesign who they are? What are your thoughts on the question?
Well, I think that the way I will choose to answer that is that in relationships, say a marriage, there are vows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the vows that you make with your partner, if you choose to write those vows out yourself, can become guiding principles and values by which you actually honor and navigate the relationship together.
Mm-hmm.
And if you write them down, then you have something like a sort of constitution or a shared document that the two of you can refer to individually and together, and that you can add to that agreement. And I think that if you take time with one another and you sit down and you are in a relationship that's loving and mutually consenting, as you develop those agreements and you work together on those agreements, if you go through that point by point and piece by piece periodically in a spirit of fun and love and play, you are much less likely to run into what you're talking about.
Two things said that are...
And I think
Go ahead.
I was going to say, just about, in my experience, just about any good thing can be turned into a bad thing. For example, humor is a wonderful thing most of the time, but it can also be used as a way to attack someone. It can be cutting, and it can be a form of abuse in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the golden rule, which most of us are pretty familiar with, at least we know what the golden rule is, can be pretty helpful. And that is that, how would you like to be treated? And how would this person like to be treated? You know, what have they told you? And can you honor that? And you may need to ask them, we were talking about inquiry before, but you may need to ask them patiently a number of times and a number of different questions in order to be able to find out exactly what it is that they want. And later on, they might come back to you and go, I thought that's what I wanted, and I realized that it's a little bit different from that. So you might have to amend the process again, and it's a process.
Interesting. I love that. Two things you brought up. You brought up mutuality, right? And you brought up play. A lot of people don't know that play is a very powerful tool for dealing with heavy issues. Big conversations, deep conversations. An element of play takes some of the pressure off of or takes some of the weight off of the enormity of whatever issue is facing the family. I know sometimes we want to face, difficult times with this stern, locked in kind of focus, but I think a little play actually lubricates the situation. What are your thoughts on play and the importance of mutuality when confronting maybe your partner about being more accountable, about being more self-responsible? Talk to me about it.
Well, I think that play can be very nurturing and can be nourishing. It can be opening for both people. It can be bonding. It can be an act of shared creativity. There's also, if you have the kind of partner that is willing to do it, you can actually do role playing as well. Psychodrama is something that engages role playing and can be fun if you want. I have been in situations, before I say this, even play can veer off into something that is abusive and become something that's not play,
right.
Which is why you need to get clear with your partner and about what this play is, because there's sometimes when people that I've been with have said to me that this is okay, but that's not okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I understand that. No problem. I can leave that out, and vice versa. So I think play can be incredibly healing and nurturing and nourishing, like I said. I also think that play is instrumental in the development and contact with one's soul and spirit.
Hey, Doc, my chat on TikTok is going crazy. Melanie in the chat, she says pineapples. That's the safe word. Oh man, they're getting it in. Wiggy Hill Wilson says, set a reward for the growth, like whatever growth we experience together or individually. Set a reward for that growth, and then treat each other right. So you guys hit a particular mark. You got over something. You dealt with something internally. And then we all celebrate that. We celebrate it in the sense of, wow, that was a heavy thing you had to face, and you came out with flying colors. Let's celebrate that. I think that's good when couples celebrate. Leah LeRae, she says playtime is crucial. Yes, it is. I love it. We on fire tonight. I want to ask Robert another question really quickly. Can accountability remain healthy if one person quietly assumes they know what the other person's highest potential should look like?
If they assume it?
Let me say it again. I'm reading it. Come on. Can accountability remain healthy if one person quietly assumes they know what the other person's highest potential should look like?
Well, Zoe, I know you and I are not in a romantic relationship.
We are not.
In a platonic friendship. That's right. We're in a platonic friendship. But if you were to say that to me as a friend, I would say, I would really like to know what you think of my potential. That would be a wonderful conversation for me to sit quietly and listen to a detailed explanation of what you believe my potential is. That would be I think I might blush.
What in the world? No, and I would say this. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
Well, I think that when I look at people, I believe that people have an extraordinary amount of potential that they can realize, and they can go as fast as they can go, or as fast as they're willing to, want to, and do all the things that are necessary to do that. Those things take time. And people make mistakes.
Yeah.
And people also have aspects of themselves, all of us do, that we're not aware of, that we're not conscious of, that end up becoming challenges for us. And so that time for reflection is very helpful for dealing with things like aspects of shadow. And also, if you have a partner who you can talk to who can say, are you aware that this is something that you do and I've observed, which seems like a pattern?
Interesting.
That can be very helpful, and it's also a place where you would probably best to, I'd say, tread lightly or be very loving and compassionate in the way that you express that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Doc Barham is on fire. Hold tight. When we come forward, we're going to get back to this conversation. This was a super accelerated hour. It's flying too fast. When we come forward, Doc is going to help me land the plane.
Long to suffer.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. These are hard times for housing in America. Too many in our community face barriers to safe housing, behavioral health care, and affirming spaces for healing, particularly those impacted by poverty and stigma or incarceration. Rooted in South LA, Ahmad supports impacted communities through housing, wellness, and leadership development. Ahmad provides culturally responsive, peer-led support from transitional housing and mental health services to leadership development and youth empowerment. They offer safe, affirming houses for youth, transgender women, and formerly incarcerated individuals. Therapy and peer support with a focus on healing trauma in Black communities. HIV prevention and care, free testing, education, and wraparound services for whole person wellness. Standing in the gap with health, housing, and hope. Reach out to Ahmad Institute at 323-569-1610. That's 323-569-1610. Or visit amaad.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This November, you'll decide who leads California. So shouldn't you hear directly from the people asking for your vote? Join us for California Voices, a political town hall and ballot forum, Saturday, October 3rd, 2026. Meet candidates running for governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and other major statewide and local offices, including mayor of Los Angeles, city attorney, and LA County sheriff. Get clear, nonpartisan breakdowns of the propositions on your November ballot, both sides, no spin. And ask your questions directly, in real conversation, face to face. California Voices is brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580 and the Empowerment Congress, giving you the information you need before you vote. Mark your calendar, Saturday, October 3rd, 2026, California Voices. Follow KBLA 1580 for details and download the KBLA 1580 app. Your vote, your voice. Be there.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Flashbacks of the times we've had. Some made us laugh, and some made us sad. We used to break up to make up all the fun that came from those love games. Oh, when I think I need someone new.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about accountability all night long. And now my playlist has to jump in on it. Same old love. Anita Baker, man. Gosh, relationships are so complicated. You know, I love bringing in new voices to switch it up. Hey, Doc, I want to do something really quick. Yes, man, we have a short amount of time. So I want to do some rapid fire questions, okay?
All right.
And so you have to truncate your answer. You got to listen. Quick draw McGraw right now. All right? That's how you got it. That's how you got to hit it, okay? I got questions. People need answers. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. When does acceptance nourish development? And when does it quietly finance stagnation?
I think acceptance, what you mean is acceptance of yourself and acceptance of your partner, to call back boundaries, it's when acceptance is within the context of the agreements that you have with your partner.
I love it.
And they're always amendable. Okay?
Are you ready? You ready? It's rapid fire. It's rapid fire. You got to, here we go. It's the home run derby. Let's go. Could a relationship become psychologically unsafe the moment one partner appoints themselves the permanent teacher?
Yes. That's the quickest one I've had so far.
He said yes. Obviously so. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going. Is the highest form of accountability revealing consequences rather than prescribing solutions?
I don't know. I don't have enough time to think about the answer.
Doc said, hold on, I need space to stretch out. I love it. Let's keep going. Can someone become dependent upon your guidance instead of developing trust in their own judgment?
Yes, I've heard that in neurolinguistic programming. I've heard it called being in second-person position too much of the time. In an integral meta theory, it's a similar thing in perceptual positions where the person gets stuck, not being able to move out of a particular perspective.
Okay, and this is your final question. Here you go. Here's your final question. Does constantly pointing out your partner's blind spots eventually become a way of avoiding your own?
No, not necessarily.
There we go.
But it can.
Yeah, but it can.
Yes.
I love it. Hey, Doc, I want to point people to your website, to your YouTube channel, to everywhere you are. How do people find you, Doc?
Let's see. They can go to my coaching and hypnotherapy website, which is robertdocbarham.com, or robertdocbarhamcoach.com, or robertdocbarhamhypnotist.com. All of them point to the same place.
And listen, my coaches are like shoes. I got to try them on first. Doc used to coach me years ago. You remember that, Doc?
I do. I remember. I can see you in my office right now.
It was so cool. He'd be like, take your shoes off. You put your feet on this grounding mat. He might spray some type of spray over you. Now I need you to breathe, Zoe. Just breathe and release it all. It was a wonderful experience. I want you guys to support my brother, Doc. Doc, thank you for coming on tonight, man.
Thanks, Zoe.
We appreciate you, man. Doc, we're going to have to bring you back on for a full show, but we appreciate this truncated version. You cook with the rarest grease. Thank you for popping in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final show of the Voice of Reason for this week. But I really want you guys to think long and hard about your responsibility in intimate relationships. I've been saying it in the most direct way I can possibly say it, and that is, relationships are not about what you get. They're about what you give. Right? Presence is a gift. Authenticity is a gift. If you're holding back any of that, gosh, you haven't given anything. Giving is living. Oh, I don't want to. Listen, I ain't got enough time to cook the way I want to cook. But let me just say, I'll be back next week with 4 slappers. You already know how I get down. The Voice of Reason. I did what I came to do. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next week with some more heat.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Misty Jordan with BIN News Now. The city of Golden, Colorado initiated an independent investigation into a racist incident at one of its fire stations. Mayor Laura Weinberg announced that a black dog was found hanging from a rope in a station stairwell in March.
We failed our employees. We failed members of our community. We failed to meet the standard of